All right, so today I'm going to be checking out, reviewing this Bob and Brad massage gun. They went ahead and sent me this gun. Disclaimer, I didn't pay for it, but I am going to tell you what I think of it. But right off the bat, this is smaller than most massage guns on the market, and it's also cheaper than most massage guns on the market. Again, I didn't pay for this, but I looked up, it cost about $100 or so. So I was expecting this to be kind of one of those knockoffs, if you will, of some of the other popular massage brands. And I was pleasantly surprised to get this and feel it in my hands. I have pretty big hands, so I could, grip most of this for size, but it feels nice. It doesn't feel like a $100 massage gun. And you could see probably where they cut some of the cost, but I can't believe that this thing only costs $100. Okay, so let's get down to it. What are some difference? Well, this right here, this is a USB-C charging. Any massage gun that I've seen so far has one of the circle cables that go in. And yeah, I guess it doesn't charge as fast, but now you have a cable that you can just plug in with all the other USB stuff. They didn't send a USB, a hub to charge it from, but I have so many of them, it doesn't really matter. And if they're cutting off, a little bit of cost here and there, for the average person, that's going to add up. It does take about 3 to 4 hours, it says, to charge the battery in full. I don't think it took me that long to charge it when I first got it, but I don't know. All right, another thing to note with the USB-C, it only charged USB-C to USB-A. It won't charge USB-C to USB-C. Okay, so let's turn it on. It came with this little rubber thing too. I think maybe it's just to protect this part when you're not using it. I'm not sure, but if you're wondering what I'm holding, my hand, this is it. So you gotta hold it on. There you go. Should probably turn it off. Put it on here. Okay. So this thing is actually pretty quiet. So you gotta hold it on. This is pretty quiet. So speed 1, there's 5 speeds. This is speed 2. This is speed 3. Speed 4. Speed 5. And this is definitely quieter than the Theragun. It's definitely quieter than the Hypervolt. It's a lot quieter than a lot of the other massage guns that I have. As far as the feeling on it, it feels more like a vibration than it does a percussion. You can't really compare this to the Theragun or the Actaway or the Hypervolts or any of the other massage guns that I've tested out and reviewed here on this channel. It's kind of in its own price category. I tried to compare this a little bit. I have the miniature model of the Theragun that looks like a triangle, and they're about this similar size. But that one, I picked it up used. I actually paid for that one. I paid like $60 for it on OfferUp, steal of a price. I know I have so many of these things. Why do I need more? The Bob and Brad massage gun is quieter than the miniature Theragun, but the Theragun definitely packs more of a punch. I would say the first level or speed of the Theragun is equivalent to the 5th speed on this one. And even then, I feel like the Theragun has like a wider range of like impact, whereas this one is a smaller range of impact. So even though this may be like having the same sort of velocity, or it still has the same amount of pressure and you could still really get in there, like this feels like you could really put some pressure on there on the motor and it'll be fine, but it's more of a vibration. It's very fast. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other heads. So it comes with the standard ball. It comes with the point. You got the fork. You got the flathead. That's what this one looks like. And you got this squishy one here, which I haven't used one of these squishy ones in a while. I'll have to mess with that one and see what I would use that one for. I noticed that there on the battery life, in the manual, it says that it charges for 3 to 4 hours, but it doesn't say how long it'll last for. It just gives you the only use for 30 minutes at a time, no longer. I've seen other companies say don't use more than 15 minutes. It used to be that the companies were not trying to put a lot of strain on the motor by giving recommendations on how long to use the gun for. And some of them I've even seen will literally shut off after a certain amount of time. I don't think that the way these are built, it's going to really damage the motor running more than 30 minutes. I think it's just a recommendation of don't use more than 30 minutes because we don't want to be liable for any harm you do to yourself with any of these devices. And could you do harm to yourself with this? Sure, you can. In the instruction manuals, it says don't put it near your head or near your genitals. Oh yeah, and you got the battery LED indicators here on the bottom, and it's basically like a 25% increments. So 100%, 75, 50, 25%, I believe. Let's see if I got that right. Yep, I was right. Who would I recommend this device for? Who is going to be buying one of these? So if you're a fan of Bob and Brad and you just want the really cool logo on here, I think they did a cool job with that. The style on it is pretty unique, or well, it's stylish. It's decent to look at, I must say. So if you're a fan of Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists, then go ahead, buy it. If you're like generally looking for a massage gun and should I get this one or not, you're not going to be super disappointed with this. This is an entry-level massage gun. This will get the job done. For most aches and pains, and if you're just looking for a surface level kind of treatment, if you're an athlete or someone who's like really doing a lot of body work and you want something that's going to be a little bit more like the Raptor that I've, heavy duty massage gun, those things are totally in a different category. You're buying this, you want to take it on the go. And by the way, this case that it comes in with, look at this case. This is a nice case. Again, $100, and you get a nice case that goes with it. I'm still really baffled that this is selling for only $100. It's kind of like a no-brainer, really. If you need a massage gun, this is your price point. You're not going to be disappointed with it. Look how heavy this feels. Like, there's some weight to that. Look, it's so small. Stick my gun here like this. What do you think? The Bob and Brad massage gun.